after the disappointment in the sprint for Jamo and Morrow, they're going to set themselves on the grid for the full 30-lap race. It's lights out, and away we go. I believe we saw the Argentinian driver of Franco, as we're going to see 4 wide coming into turn 1. It's going to be contact. I believe that is a racing incident. Stewards are looking under that. I believe Morrow had every right to that. That's just me being biased because I support Mercedes. But what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, well, I mean, there were 4 cars next to each other. It was obvious that there's going to be an incident right there. So, just, well, things that happen during the race, right?
Yeah. But anyways, like I was saying, amazing. Oh! Spin in the back, Cardi and Gavin. But anyways, like I was saying, too much lap on chaos. Franco breaking Jamo's streak in the sprint. What a great season so far for Franco.
Yeah. Also, I'm really sad that there's so many DNPs this race because, I mean, we only have 6 drivers on the grid, and I don't know how many drivers we actually have. We have way more than 6, that's for sure. But we take what we have, and those are the best that we have at the moment.
Coming onto the back straight, coming into the flat-out bust-up chicane. It's no team orders right now for Cadillac, as Jam is going to try and squeeze on through Manuela, and he does. Manuela messes up the exit, I believe, in the bust-up. He's going to mess up even more on board right now with Franco, and I believe... Oh! Out of nowhere, Gavin's just gonna do a quick spin. Gonna get a 0.5 second penalty. He just wanted to spin.
Alive?
He wanted to spin for the camera. I guarantee you. He just wanted to say what's good to all the new fans and show them that he's racing for Alpine now. But like, and he was on a flyer too. That just makes it 10 times worse than there. And yeah, back to the battle that was happening. Manuela and Jamo fighting for P2 right now. Mara's in the lead, a comfortable lead by a little less than a second. But yeah,
it's an unusual sight to see Jamo not being in the lead, which is actually a sign of the competition.
Contact in the back from Gavin. Not really good. Not really good for him. I believe that was contact. Yeah, Franco's in the pits. That was contact for Gavin. Gavin's setup in the race. I believe they Alpine just messed up their setup. They did a Ferrari strategy.
Oh no!
Speaking of Gavin, 3-second penalty. I believe he cut the pit lane. He's gonna serve that. Morrow, out of nowhere, is gonna come up, not that far behind. He's gonna get the yellow flag. And I believe that is Gavin who's spun, and here comes Morrow out of nowhere. He's getting lapped, and here comes Jamo.
Getting lapped twice in the 4th lap is not really something you want to experience during a race, especially after being new to a different team. Now the team has to decide to either keep him or to maybe even kick him out like they did do in the actual F1 season.
I don't think they're going to kick him out. He is a solid driver. He did get multiple... He could have won in Brazil if he did not mess up. And oh, in the back! Spin number 3 or 5 or something for Gavin. Yeah, I think it's just sheer setup. I mean, we've seen how Gavin
at
performs.
At this point, me personally, I would just retire because there's no way in saving this. He probably has damage like without an end, and
in the wall, and that's definitely gonna be retirement for Gavin himself. Glad we caught that on camera. But yeah, knowing Gavin, the sheer speed and him almost winning or a possible win in Brazil, yeah, I don't think Alpine will drop him. I think they're just going to maybe extend their contract for the next season, Season 2.
Yeah, it's unfortunate 2 DNFs in a row, but, well, sure happens. Okay,
anyway. Definitely me and other commentator were not talking about the banger game called Peak. As Gavin recovering from his spin out of the final corner, coming to turn 1. Yeah, just ate too much acceleration, carrying way too much speed, and slams into the wall.
I mean, his rear end was already fucked at that point, so it's clear that he had some oversteer, and, well, maybe it was also a wrong choice with the setup or something, so we never know.
Morrow defending from the championship leader right now. He is comfortably in P2. All he has to do is just finish the race, and he's chilling. I believe it's a little more than 100 points separating Morrow from JMO. And it's 4-way battle for P1. Granted, it is not a big lobby or a big race today in Watkins Glen, which is it sucks, but we're gonna be on board right now. The championship leader, JMO, coming up onto the penultimate corner right now. He's gonna try and get a run on Morrow. Morrow goes a little wide, which is not too good. He's gonna dive into the pit. JMO's gonna take a comfortable lead, and it's gonna be a Cadillac 1-2, and there's Cardi in the background.
Yeah, well, V pitting in lap 8 soft to whatever tire he's choosing. He's probably not going to go for a one-stopper anymore, but we'll see. Maybe he's just him and goes for 22 laps and a hard.
Sorry to cut you off. I believe they're going on the mediums.
We've seen Antonelli go like 40, was it 42, 48? I don't know.
Morrow is going on for the one stop.
Okay.
Banger move, by the way, by, what is it, Franco to secure P2, and here comes Cardi on the run for Manuela. For P3, the contact right here in this corner in the sprint between Morrow and Manuela. Basically a race end for Morrow right there, but he did get disqualified after the race, which isn't that good for Mercedes right there. Cardi, I believe, also retired in sprint, if I'm correct. I do not remember.
I'm not sure anymore. It's too long ago, but I
yeah.
don't remember what I had for breakfast this morning.
But yeah, Mercedes are trying to score. I believe it is possible for both drivers to get on the podium right now. I believe they even set that for strategy come pre-race. They had the strategy and everything for them.
Yeah.
On board right now with Franco. He has JMO in his sights. Franco can lead this race. He can try to pull off what he did in the sprint. You know, just have everyone mess up behind him and just get a comfortable lead and just extend that. They're going to go 3 wide for a second coming up the hill.
Too well, because he gets overtaken by 2 cars, 1 Cadillac and 1 Mercedes. Now the Cadillacs are right behind each other, going for the lineup, 1 and 2. Now SRT trying to go for a move on one of the Cadillacs, while Manuel has to struggle with the rear of the car.
I believe that was track limits for Cardi.
At the back, trying to be behind the other Mercedes, but Franco, or rather, Franco, we call him Franco. He is he's making it a little hard for them, which is, well, wait.
I believe Manuela is trying to hold up Cardi, and Franco's gonna look into the inside of Cardi. Cardi goes wide down the inside. No, around it. Whoa, wow, that was a interesting move. Franco had every
position right there.
Franco had every right to the line. I guess he messed up the apex. Oh. Franco's gonna squeeze onto the inside, hug it. Cardi's just gonna go around the outside, and insane contact between the almost at a Renault, the Alpine, and the Mercedes, as Cardi's gonna hug the inside line, I believe. Legal overtake. I mean, they did do lots of wheel banging, almost made Franco go into the wall, but yeah, that is P3 for the man. Coming into the final hairpin of the lap, and right in the wall goes Franco.
Not good.
That's 100% not good. I don't think he did. Oh
no!
And Morrow comes out. I think we're gonna need to get a replay. I think we're gonna need to get a replay on Morrow, Cardi, and
definitely a safety car.
Okay, so here's what happened, or the POV of the second Mercedes driver. Looks into the inside. Oh, okay, just a little bump, and then slams into the wall. And then good correction by Cardi right there, and almost lost the rear end. And yeah.
Well, those cars are really hard to control, though. They have a lot of understeer, also with a little mix of understeer. It's a little unpredictable, but well, it raises the challenge and shows how much skill these drivers have.
Okay, now here's Morrow's POV coming into the quick. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, what? Wait. It looked like Franco just barely gave Morrow enough space and just randomly turned onto the right of him. Did you see that?
I mean, it seemed like he tried to give him space, but then his car obviously had dirty tires, so he started to oversteer, losing control of the car, which caused, well, that tragic DNF. Bad race for Alpine and for Franco as well, but, well.
And then here's Mauro in the pits.
Yeah, right.
2 drivers out, both Alpines. It's going to be Mercedes versus Cadillac. To the line. We're 1/3 of the way done with the race. And Jim was just going to slam his throttle. And we're going to go back to racing. Mauro and Carter are going to need to try and get a banger start. Carter's going to let Mauro by, because he knows he's the quickest between the 2 Mercedes drivers. And he's going to try and hunt down Manuel on board with him right now. On the hunt. He can see Jamo up above. And
Jamo already gaining lots of distance between the other 2 Mercedes drivers when Manuela is trying to hold them up. Sadly, that Manuela decided to retire after this race. It's a shame that Cadillac doesn't have a second driver for now anymore, but well, shit happens sometimes, and situations happen. So, yeah.
Coming up onto the final quick hairpin. Yeah, I'm also shocked about that news regarding Manuela. But yeah, that's crazy.
Also so abruptly, like, but well.
Great save by Manuela. Great save by Cardi in the background.
And a lot of rubber on that part of the track.
Yeah. Manuela still holding up the 2 Mercedes. Jamo has an insane lead between these 2. And it's gonna be insane! Contact made!
Oh,
and Manuel is just into the wall. We're gonna need to see who's at fault with that. I don't know.
Definitely out.
Yeah. He's out. But we gotta see the result. He does have damage. He is going to brake coming to the final corner, which I believe you really shouldn't do. There's barely any opening, but he wasn't going to pit in. He decides to pit in and get the pen, but he just slams to the wall as it is.
Which makes the DNF. Well, sometimes it's hard to do quick decisions under such circumstances, especially going at such speeds and such.
And here's Mauro. Does not know Manuela does have damage. He is racing at normal racing speeds, as you can tell. The damage isn't causing him too much, and then he just slams on the brakes there. Mauro has almost no time to react, slams into the back of Manuel, but I do think if Manuel didn't swerve to the right, I believe he would have been fine, and could have just retired after turn 1. But I don't know, the stewards are under investigation about that.
Let's see what kind of decision they make, right? Anyways.
Jamo is in the pits. It's going to be a Mercedes 1-2. Cardi on the radio right now. He is saying Multi-21, the famous Multi-21. It's basically, was it Turkey in 2000? I forgot the year. But with Mark Webber and Sebastian Vettel for Red Bull. The amazing, beautiful Infinity Red Bull. That's what Mercedes is basically saying. Do not fight. Hold position, and Mauro's going to try to do his best to hold up Jamo as best he can and maybe get a 1-2 for their home race, practically.
Well, let's see if that plan goes well, as Jamo is knowingly a very, very quick driver.
Mauro on the radio as we speak.
Okay, I'm
What's happening?
You could just do it.
Okay. If both of us are in the barrier, you remember those words. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's what I mean, but
And Mauro is just gonna swing on by. Bad mistake by Carter. I believe he went way too wide. And he's gonna go wide again. And yeah, okay, so Mauro was, I think he's just under pressure because of how bad he performed in the sprint. Cardi, oh, it's gonna be a double stack for Mercedes. Both are gonna be on the hards. I think they're gonna go straight on the softs. They're gonna try to get the upper advantage on overall speed on Jamo. And here he comes right now. He's gonna pass him. Both Cardi and Mara are out of the pits. Amazing double stack by Mercedes. We've seen this, I believe, with Liam and Maro. I believe it was Japan when they did a double stack. I'm not too sure. Forgot. Cardi on the mediums, Maro on the softs. I think Maro's going to have... Well, Cardi's going to have, obviously, the upper advantage with the lifespan, but Maro's going to have the overall speed, which we cannot wait to see how that plays out for him. And they're just going to be on the hunt for Jammo. I believe that is 20 seconds to capitalize on with 8 laps remaining in the race. Maro...
V and Cardi right behind each other. Just trying to keep the contact against Jammo. Oh no!
Heavy hit by Maro. He's lucky he only has 2 things of damage. He's gonna keep going. We're gonna get a replay on that, but yeah, Maro, sad day. Could have been a 1-2, I believe, for Mercedes. It was obviously a 1-2, but they're gonna get both drivers on the podium, but still, we're gonna get a replay. Maro for his accident. He's carrying way too much speed. Actually, no, he's not even carrying way too much speed. Watch what Cardi does. He's just gonna tap the brakes real quick. That slows Maro down. He tries to avoid him, and he's lucky that he doesn't have to retire on basically the end of the race, but he's unlucky that his team
race ending. It's basically, well, he lost his chance to P2 or P1 whatsoever.
Yeah. On board, we have a radio from him right now. What the actual f is this guy doing? Honestly, he brakes in the middle of the high-speed chicane. What is he doing?
We can talk about that and briefing. Just focus on the race for now.
Okay. Coffee. Cardi with the 0.5 second penalty coming to the final hairpin, the final opportunity to pass him. It's not going to be enough. Cardi has 0 overtake left. And he's going to try to think about making a move. It's not going to be enough.
But even if he passes, he still has to be an entire second ahead of him.
Jammo is going to come home. He started dead last in the Grand Prix. And he's going to repeat what happened in Brazil. Jammo's going to exceed his championship lead by an insane margin. He's going to win the United States Grand Prix. Cardi comes home to take second. And Maro, for his home race, is going to clinch on to P3.